So let's as we march into London section, we need to get a new chart to refresh our mind on market perspective and stay in line with directional bias. And I like to key in into key major price actions where we're using 4 hours time frame. So we'll stay true on 4 hours time frame. You can see that breakout. This is a potential retest. The price action here is very strong and based on our strategy. When price approaching that zone, we look at it to see further confirmation and see if we have a more litmus test of a potential price reaction in that zone. And one of the things that have given me that impetus to look at that ascending trend line and its possible breakout and awaiting potential retest is the structure. It is from this level that we have seen that there is lack of demand for continuous long position in SAU USD. It is from the structure. On a normal day, it would have been a position of a stronger bullish move where we'll see price. If buyers were interested in pushing the price, they would have just replicated this price and you see gold move into that zone. But however, I want to keep it for reference, hoping that a return into that structure where we invoke our mantra, winning with structure and character. So if price returns there, then I want to reflect back if we are staying true to our strategy or not. But at this moment now, there is still price is still struggling, and they will look at the key major struggle buyers are going through at the moment, and that struggle has to be overcome on 4 hours. Otherwise, price cannot make any headway. So price has to overcome it. If price cannot overcome that, then it's technically going to be something very, very serious for for buyers at the moment. To look at this structure, very beautiful structure on 4 hours time frame. You can see the structure on 4 hours time frame, and we have seen that break and retest. After breakout from that structure, price have attempted to challenge the current all-time high but failed, and we have a breakout from the support floor, and we are seeing price trading below uh, supply roof. Now my litmus test is going to be on this level. I want to see a breakout from this floor. If we have a breakout from this floor, we're already in a long position for this. After we've seen, I will show you how we took a long position on that and head on to that position pending, despite going against my bias. But I'm looking at the structure and being guided by price movement. So whatever we're doing is based on price movement. And I want to state this is for educational purpose only, please. Please, this is strictly for educational purpose. Now, if you look at the structure critically, you will find here as a support floor, support floor, support for 4 hours, support floor, break of structure. Price have come here to retest and came down and aligned with the long-term ascending trend line. And when he came here, he attempted the structure again, but ultimately broke out from the structure. You see, the reason price didn't exceed at this level, I also want to hold that price action responsible so that in the future, we will see if there is something wrong at that level, because something is technically wrong at that level on 4 hours. Ordinarily, that should have been the breakthrough bias needed to print a higher high, but they were stopped at that level. So, on a critical perspective, I want to factor that out, and I also want to hold that responsible, hoping that in the future, price can break that barrier. Now, look at the price action at this level. There's a very strong price action here, and that is why when price break liquidity on this ascending trend line, despite forming a W structure here, a bullish price action, they failed to break because of the price action. Price have formed a double top here. These are a declining double top structure. They broke out from the neckline, retested one, retested two, and you have seen price come back. So this is a double top structure. Now, we must also know that this double top structure has to be overcome for price to continue upswing. What does that mean? That even if we manage to break this structure, we are going to face an immediate supply roof at this level. I stay consistent to my chart, I stay consistent to my analysis. So these are basically for educational purpose. And the reason behind consistent charting is to attain 100% accuracy in the market. So if you're in this space and you're not 100% accurate, then you should reevaluate the reason you are here at the first place. So now, even if we manage to break out from this supply roof, which was also evident on daily time frame, let's go back on daily and see a reflection of that. On daily time frame, you can see what price have done. Series of demand floor breakout of structure, and price came back after breaking. We have seen price being respected, so we want price to return here so that we can swing. But on a daily time frame, I must also note out something, that there is a structure at this daily time frame. So I also want to keep this is very important to me. After price creating a demand floor here, breakout of structure. Look at the retest on daily time frame, 13 precisely, and we have seen price tank. So I want to keep that structure, hoping that on daily time frame price will return into that structure again, and it might not reflect a positive image on 4 hours time frame, but I will keep it. I will keep it. Yes. So let's just leave it and see what price does again, despite messing with it. And I want to see price return into that structure. I want to see it return into that structure. But we can also make it. Let's make it clean for ourselves, as I do not tolerate cutting the body of a candle, especially on 4 hours kind of time frame. So let's do something very simplistic and something that stays true to price action. And I think this is the right thing to do. Is let's see if we can correct the structure, and let's see if it's possible. If it's not possible, then we'll forget about it. I'm trying to make it a clean structure, but if it's not aligning, then most likely, because of course, no matter how we align our structure on 4 hours, it shouldn't invalidate the daily structure. So I'm trying to do that, but if it's not working, then we'll have to let it go. Okay. I think the right thing to do here is to focus on this. Let's go back on daily. Now we are finding it hard to correct our image on. Let's see what it gives us on 4 hours. I still don't like the image. Let's go back on 4 hours again. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can take this. We can take this structure because this is a break and retest. So on the 4 hours close, I want to see price return back into that structure. So yes, I go with this. I go with this structure. I prefer this. The reason is that it is clean both on 4 hours and on daily. So if it's clean on 4 hours and it's messing up the daily close, then I wouldn't want the daily pivots to be destroyed. So I want to see a potential. This is, of course, you can see the structure from here. You can see the structure. You can see price create the demand floor here. You can see after that price came back, retested the demand floor, break over the demand floor. Here price may get a supply roof. So on technical, make sure supply roof pending. So if I come there, you can see some kind of reaction at that level. And yes, this is what I want to see at this level. I want to see a reaction at this level. So if price returns here, based on the principles of break and retest, I expect a reaction at that level. So that's what I want to see at the moment. And now we have seen what for 4 hours is translating into. It's really building up a structure. Oh, a little bit messy, but that's okay. Now the next thing we want to see is you can see how price have reacted when price got to that roof, and we also pull out some parameters to show why that has happened. And I have one more structure from the roof side, and which is also critical to the price action. And I want to see it. That will be my first litmus test attempt. That will be my first attempt on breakout of supply roof. So you have seen that structure. Now you see this candle currently is piercing it. I hope that it closes above it. A close above that will give us a more buy position. Yes, you can see the structure. Please look at it very well. Look at it very well. Look at it very well. Price came back, retested it, break of structure, retest, retest. Another beautiful retest on Thursday, and we are seeing that structure broken out. That is what I want to see. That's exactly what I want to see. That's exactly what I want to see. Yes, that's exactly what I want to see. And at this level, we have found demand. After market open, market returned back to retest the open of a Sydney section, and it has provided a buy impetus at that level. After price went back to retest that supply roof and got smacked back at this level. So it feels good to see that now that we're having a breakout. Let's see if it gets sustained by close of 4 hours candle. We want to see a sustained buy above this level. This is a very strong critical level. Let me change the color so that it's still symbolic. I want to change it to blue and also ticking it. So we want a sustained buy above that structure. You can see we have not had that since we broke that structure in on Monday 12th, and we came back, we retested it one, we retested two, and even today when price came, of course it got rejected. Now we are having a clear 4 hours attempting to break that structure. Now this likely might come into 54, where we'll see a possible sellback. If we have a sustained clear breakout from this structure, then most likely here will be a retest to another broken supply roof. Here we'll see price come back, then we'll now go up officially. Yes, we'll now go up officially. So I think the demonstration of the structure and the price movement might be something like this. Maybe London, in New York session might come back, and we have this structure attended to and must be respected. That must be respected. And if it's respected, it seeks liquidity back, then maybe most likely we will see this structure being attempted again. And if that's attempted and respected, that is, if buyers want to keep buying, then they will ultimately come here. Yes, they will return to this level at 3,400 level. This is based on the structure of the market. But however, price can get to this level, and from this level, you begin to see that retracement, that 4 hours candle pullback again. This is very, very much possible. Very, very much possible. You see it pull back into the zone, and I'm optimistic that if price pulls back, of course, if we pull out from here, then don't expect price again to try to go below again. But I mean, anything is possible. Anything is possible. So it can still do whatever it wants to do. It can still do whatever it wants to do. So, but this is just what I see. This is my forecast for London market. This is what I see. So it feels good. Let's see if the 4 hours candle closes above that blue descending trend line. That will be a good time. And we have dealt extensively with this structure to the point that we can now see clearly, and we now understand where it's going very, very well. So this is what we'll see. Sharp VFS Hub. Sharp VFS Hub will never reach you for account management or for mentorship or for any one-on-one interaction. I keep minimal interaction with anybody in the space of trading. All our trades are for free, basically for educational purpose and enlightenment, hoping that we will attain 100% status in analyzing the financial market using market structure and fundamental data.